Hello there.
Huh?
What is that melody?
Oh, it's the Lucio, the speed boost music.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What's up guys, Omni here. You guys know how it goes, another day, another video. Last night I tweeted I sleep. What recent news, topics, tweets, videos y'all want me to talk about tomorrow? There's a lot to talk about. There's a lot that happened. Every gaming community is at war now. There's EDP 445 is back. Like, bro, Kanye West is definitely about to pop up on a Twitch stream. There's so much going on, man. All right, you know what? Y'all know it. Y'all know what we doing. All right, just sit down. All right, sit back. All right, allow me to lay it on you. So my boy Chef Bear said this speed clip, and if you guys don't know, as of yesterday, there was a clip that was going around with IShowSpeed where people believe that he was being racist. This clip right here by Korn and a whole bunch of people. It said, "No effing way." It has 128,000 likes. Speed is talking to somebody. Let's watch the clip first, okay?
Bro, and now come back. Come here. Come back. Why you got on Argentina, bro?
English, no.
Konnichiwa? Konnichiwa?
No, Chinese.
Konnichiwa, Argentina.
Chinese, no konnichiwa.
Boing, boing, boing.
Bro, how are we back in 1999? This looked like straight out of a Rush Hour clip, dog. I swear to God, this is exactly something that Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker probably acted out in one of their movies, but this is actually IRL. Yeah, I think we've all seen this before where someone sees someone who's Asian and then the first thing that they say to them is konnichiwa, assuming that all Asians are Japanese, or not even that they all are Japanese, just that they all speak the same language. Now, him saying, not Japanese, I'm Chinese, and him just saying konnichiwa, bro. Anyway, there's like 2 more clips that you guys sent me about IShowSpeed being racist, and so here they are.
So his name probably Muhammad. Hey, Muhammad. What's up, Muhammad?
Not Muhammad.
Abdul.
I'm from India. I'm not from India.
Oh, so your name is?
We are both from India.
Oh, India.
Yes.
Ardigi. Aditi yako dupi dupi titi ta. Zupi dupi gaputa pachaputi.
Wow, that's wild. That's absolutely freaking. I feel like I'm like in a skit, dog. I feel like I'm literally back in the 90s because this is like the kind of stuff that I would have been seeing a long time ago, and it's so like blatant. Like we're in 2022, right? Like. But yeah, another racist act towards another Asian country. So here we go, another infamous IShowSpeed apology. The last time Speed had to apologize, it was because some remarks he made towards women when he was on a podcast or he was on some type of Discord call, and he was saying some things that was really out of pocket towards like women if he was the only person left on earth with another girl. Now he's coming to apologize again, this time towards racist accusations. And yeah, I haven't watched it all, so we'll just watch it here. It's 1 minute 34 seconds of him, I guess, responding. I don't know if he's apologizing, but responding.
Hey guys, it's a clip going around where people are saying I'm being racist to an Asian guy. You know, and I just wanted to say some things, you know. I wasn't being racist to him, I promise you, you know. I seen him, I thought he was, you know, when I see, I thought he was Japanese, so I say konnichiwa. I watch a lot of anime.
I knew it. Man said, I'm not being racist. I saw a guy. I thought he was Japanese. I watch a lot of anime. That's... Come on, dog. Obviously, yes, it is racist for you to assume that somebody who's Asian is Japanese just because you watch a lot of anime and then start saying konnichiwa. Okay, it's racist, and for you to not say that is not racist is just not having the awareness. Now I get it. He's 17. He's a kid. But you know what? To be completely frank, things like this ain't acceptable. And if you're a Speed fan, man, you should want him to be better and do better, okay? Don't just come over here and just coddle him if he's doing something to make a mistake. Call him out, man. You guys will call me out on it as well, okay? Don't let him perpetuate stereotypes, all right? Don't let him get away with not apologizing. Hold him accountable and be like, dog, you can't do that. You can't assume that every freaking Asian person is Japanese. That's wild just because you watch animation. Keep him accountable. I don't know why, but his fans are all like, it's okay, bro. You didn't do anything wrong, bro. Don't worry about it, bro. But just at least teach him, okay? If he is a kid and he wants to be a kid and you guys want to play the kid card, then teach him, all right? And you're not going to teach him by saying like, it's okay, bro. You didn't do nothing wrong.
I said konnichiwa when I found out he was Chinese, you know. I tried to say a nickname that they call me in Chinese. I literally was just talking to a Chinese person earlier today at 433. And they said they love me. And I love Chinese people. So I try to say Zhong Kong. Like Tong Kong, like it's a nickname that they call me in China. I promise you, you know. And And if it came off as racist, I promise you, I did not mean it that way. You know, I got adrenaline pushing. I'm making content, live streaming. I'm at the World Cup, watching Ronaldo play, adrenaline pushing. I seen him with a Argentina shirt. You know, I just wanted to say what's up to him. You know, I love other races. You know, I really did not come off as, I didn't really mean to come off as racist.
Okay, so here's what I don't think that IShowSpeed hates Asian people or any kind of people. I don't get that vibe from him that he just like hates people based on this race. What I do get from him is that he is a bit unhinged when it comes to freaking humor and stereotypes, and he loves to play on the humor and the stereotypes in X Wild because he does the exact same thing when it comes to being black. But what I don't think he understands is that what he is doing perpetuates stereotypes, which makes all of his audience members, all the millions and millions of people who watch him, are going to be thinking it's okay to do this exact same thing to other Asian people, and that's the part that's not cool.
I try to speak Portuguese all the time. Try to speak Arabic, but I don't never mean it in a racist way, and I don't know why you guys think I meant that in a racist way. I'm not racist to Asians. I mean, Asians try to, sing our songs, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not being racist,
So now he's denying and he's pushing off, and I don't think either he doesn't understand or he doesn't want to accept what the truth is, and the truth is that it was racist, dog. I mean, just call it what it is. Like, it's it's a stereotype, all right? And if somebody came over to you and you were in your Argentina shirt and he'd say, hey, yo, black man, hey, you, banana, got you, for monkey, like just started doing all this random stuff about black people. You a rapper? You a gangster? Huh? You out here? Like, then yes, it's racist. It's the exact same thing, bro. Just pushing on stereotypes. It just didn't happen to you in that specific situation. And I wish the Speed could at least acknowledge that. Acknowledge that, hey, what I did was racist, but I didn't mean to be racist. I didn't mean to come off. That would have been a better apology. But now he's kind of just saying, like, I'm not racist.
But if that did come off anyway, if any Asian person out there, trust me, man, I'm not racist. I love Asian. I love all, man. So
okay,
I apologize if that came out that way. Love you guys, man. Peace out. Hope you accept my apology.
So yeah, he apologized and said he didn't mean to come off that way. I honestly believe that he did not mean to come off that way. I honestly believe that, again, he's not a hateful, racist person, okay? I just think he's a guy who clowns around with stereotypes, and he kind of went too far on this way. And he doesn't, again, realize the impact it has. Because of the audience that he has, he's going to be pushing these agendas towards all his fans, and then you're going to have a whole bunch of people just doing the exact same things to everyone else, which that's the part is you got to be careful with. So let me just be very clear, okay? I'm not trying to be a spokesperson for racism here, especially when I'm not even the target audience, okay? I'm not going to be here to speak up on behalf of Asian people in whatever way based on what happened. But I did see a lot of tweets coming from a lot of prominent Asian figures in the community who were not happy with it, who are not happy about the perpetuation of the stereotypes. And I did see some tweets and some replies, but some Asian people were like, hey, I don't care. It's funny to me. Let him fly. He's got the card, whatever. So I'm not trying to get into that debacle, but I do think that IShowSpeed wasn't black. Like, if he was white or any other race and they were going in on somebody who was black, I'm telling you, we will be up in arms. It would be absolutely wild. So again, I don't like it that people are kind of just shrugging this off because, number one, he's young, and number two, he's black. Okay, we got to hold all people accountable for their actions. And again, I don't think he is hateful racist. I think he's just one of those stereotype stupid racists who needs to figure out how to stop perpetuating stereotypes. However, you guys let me know that the situation goes a little bit more deeper when there's people from live stream fails and the Twitch community who started responding and talking about, what exactly happened here. Political YouTuber by the name of Destiny. He's a guy, he's been around for a while. I think he used to be on Twitch. I think he got banned or something like that, and now he streams on YouTube. He's pretty popular in the LSF community, the live stream fails community, and I see him talking around with ABBA and talking about politics and all that jazz. So pretty popular in that area. Yeah, he made a comment about what was going on here, and this is why.
Konnichiwa? Konnichiwa? No, Chinese. Konnichiwa? Argentina. Chinese. No konnichiwa. Boing, boing, boing.
I said boing, toing,
Cool.
toing.
I don't even know who is this. Like, I don't even know who these streamers are. I'm not gonna lie. Is this the Kai Senate guy? Oh, this is the Speed guy. Okay. There's like this whole new legion of like black Zoomer streamers, and for as much as they talk about how like all white people did was scream at the camera, I feel like that's all these guys do.
No? Wait, just pause on right there. He said as much as black people talked about white people screaming in the camera, hey, What is he talking about? Black people were not Black people were not complaining about white people screaming in the I don't think anybody on Black Twitch was complaining about anything outside of like being botted and like hate raids and stuff like that, where we're being called the N-word and being lynched on it. I don't think we were complaining about white streamers doing any of this stuff. I'm confused what he's referring to with that, but let me just continue.
I don't know. I don't know if they have more content, but holy shit. It's just not my shit. But I'm probably just getting old. It's like the new shit is like black dude tears his shirt up, screams something wacky and wild into the camera, is racist or homophobic. It's LOL. And like that's like okay, don't care. Or transphobic. Don't forget that one.
I do agree with him with the aspect of like this new age of like kids who are like influencers who are just coming out and just being loud and just yelling and just being obnoxious. Okay, you got everyone, not even just black people. It's everybody up here just being like and just being the exact same ridiculous way. I don't know why he's bucketed into a group with just black guys, and I don't know why he said something to the extent of like why black creators or black people in general were upset about white people. That one was just weird, came out of left field, like he's defending himself against something that was no one was doing this, no one was claiming this at all. Again, I think the only thing I can remember black people actually being vocal about was HasanAbi when he was blowing up on Twitch and Twitch wasn't acknowledging him. He was going from 20,000 to 30,000 to 40,000 to 50,000, became one of the fastest growing Twitch streamers in the world, and nobody was talking about it. Absolutely nobody. Everyone was like, who is HasanAbi? And black people were like, why is he just not getting recognition from like anybody? Anyway guys, that's the IShowSpeed situation and the Destiny situation. Again, in my opinion, IShowSpeed out of pocket, bro. Like, come on, get your stuff together, dog. You can't play the young card together. You can't play that forever, man. It's just, you can't. It's not going to fly. And then when it comes to Destiny, I think he was also a bit out of pocket, albeit not as quite as high as Speed. But I think something kind of leaked in there. That whole defensive trait where he was saying like these black people were saying XYZ when I'm telling you, when it comes to like Twitch streamers, YouTube guys, most black people, we're usually minding our business. We're usually doing our own thing, and we're usually just trying to fight just to get like shown. When we talk about Corey X Genshin, we're just talking about the fact that like, hey, why aren't people looking at us? Why aren't we getting recognition? Okay, we're not over here going out against Ludwig or any of these other top white streamers and being like, why are they all loud and white and blah blah blah. Nah. When you see HasanAbi, my man's his own streams, literally making his own entertainment. Okay, he doesn't make content based on how other people are, and he's not out here reacting to everyone else's content, specifically white people. He's out here making his own crap, making his own stuff. But that's the situation. Let me know how you guys feel about IShowSpeed, Destiny, and the entire like racist stuff. But guys, before we get into today's topics, I'm happy to announce that today's video is sponsored by Raycons, the everyday earbud. Guys, if you're looking for the gift that keeps on giving, look no further. Gifting somebody a pair of Raycons everyday earbuds is basically ingenious because they'll use it all the time, and every time they use it, they'll think of you. Their wireless earbuds, headphones, and speakers offer high quality sound, cool features, and almost custom comfortable fit, and up to 54 hours of battery life. And as you, the person gifting them, you don't have to break the bank since they start at half the price of other premium audio brands. Specifically for this month, Raycon will have a countdown to Christmas special with a new pop-up flash deal for you guys to take advantage of every single day. Personally, guys, I love these earbuds. They're cool, they're sleek, and I love the color customization option. Free shipping, there's free returns, there's a buy now, pay later option, and there's even a 30-day happiness guarantee, so you get none of the risk for all of the rewards. So yeah, guys, what are you waiting for? Click the link in the description box or go to buyraycon.com/Omni to get 15% off site-wide with code HOLIDAY. There will also be new pop-up deals every day during Raycon's countdown to Christmas, and I'll try to keep the description box updated with the latest offer. But just so you know, you can always go to buyraycon.com/Omni to get the best deals available on Raycon. And again, guys, special thanks to Raycons for sponsoring today's video. All right, we're gonna have to talk about this, okay? If you guys don't know, the Smash drama seems to be coming to it's coming to a conclusion, but it's not the conclusion that I had hoped for. It's not that there is a bad guy out there, Dr. Allen, CEO of Panda, rawr, and he's ruining everything, and he comes out and says, you got me. If it wasn't for you meddling kids and your dog too, like that's not the conclusion that we have. In fact, it's become even more convoluted because the response that Dr. Allen, aka the CEO of Panda, came out with actually paints a lot of context that kind of shows him not in a terrible light. He does not look like the evil villain that people have been painting him out to be. The whole silence of him not talking and everyone talking for him, which created this narrative, is, in my opinion so far, based on this narrative, makes it now kind of lots of shades of gray, which is again, because it's not straightforward, it makes things so weird and so hard to navigate. I'm going to do my best to do that here with you guys, but here, let me just first, it's a 32-page document is what he dropped. Jackson Grizzly said, love the vids, Omni. Great to get coffee and sit down to. Hey, man, I appreciate it. I got my coffee. Hope you're sitting down and you guys are watching right now and you're relaxing and you're chill, okay? Just a vibe check, okay? But I hope you guys are good. I hope your mental's good, okay? If things are going around in your life that's kind of hectic, it's all right. It's going to be okay. And I appreciate you guys sitting back, relaxing, and just watching this content with me. Just a vibe check for you guys, okay? Can you talk about Alan's response? It's pretty ... I don't even know what to think anymore. And I think that's the general consensus for a lot of people here, because Alan's response again has put him in a light where he is not the murderous, evilest intent out there, and it creates a situation where it becomes a lot of he say, she say. Because even with the context and the receipts that Alan provided and Smash World Tour providing and BTS is providing now, you've got accounts where people are like, hey, I can vouch for XYZ. I can vouch for this guy, I can vouch for this guy, I can vouch for this guy. Okay, I'm kind of rambling, but it boils down to the fact that a lot of people are anti-Panda and anti-Dr. Allen. BTS and Smash World Tours have corroborations with other Smash TLs like Genesis. And all these other TLs are saying, hey, I can account for this guy. I can account for this guy. I can account for this guy for their character. But I don't know these guys. To be frank, I don't know them. Like, I know BGBC, okay? I know those guys, but again, I don't know them in a deep personal level in terms of like what's been going on with this whole shebang. But everyone else, I don't know. So when people say they can vouch, that doesn't do anything for me because, again, I don't know you. I don't know the credibility. I don't know you. It helps to have people to kind of vouch for you, but for somebody who's just objective, and I'm just like, all right, I know how cliquey the Smash community can be, and I know how people can get together and make some wild accusations. We've seen it many times in the Smash community where people come together to band together and bandwagon and destroy forces at play. It's a lot of politics involved. So this is just me being completely frank. I don't know what to believe right now, but let's go to Dr. Allen's response. Dr. Allen said the truth. It's 31 pages. It's a 32-minute read. It's called My Statement. And I'm trying to figure out here, is this something that we cover like right now? Like in a big chungy wungy? Do I sit here and say, hey guys, let's talk about it? Or do we, this is in the camera, or do we stream this maybe later this evening and we talk about what's going down and we do it on Twitch or something? I'm thinking that might be the case. I've already read it. So I can try to give you guys a tiny TLDR about the situation, but maybe we can go into more extensive later. Let me just click the statement. I don't know. I'm playing it by ear. Let's see. So it says medium.com, my statement. 32-minute read. Okay. So we'd be sitting here reading it for 32 minutes, which I don't know if you guys want to hear or if I even feel like editing. Said, I am no longer the CEO of Panda. I will no longer be part of the Smash community. I do not wish to return. The community deserves the truth, and I'm not afraid to call out the names I have to. The private information of myself and members of Panda have been leaked online. This has gone too far. If there is anyone who is interested in purchasing my shares of Panda, please reach out to the company. Divesting is a complex process that takes time. So Alan's simply saying, hey, I'm out. Deuces. I don't want to be a part of this anymore. You guys want my stocks. You don't want to be a part of Panda anymore. I'm gone. I'm out. Deuces. So just leave me alone. For a quick summary of the actual truth, here is a message after notes I took during a conversation with the TO on April 14th, 2022, censored to protect identity. We'll look at the first receipt here, okay? This looks like something we might be going into the whole thing, but he said, per, XYZ. Gimmer and Ken hate you, man. Tell me something for real. This is apparently what stopped him from signing earlier, ? Ken said that you said you'd kill everyone who doesn't work with you. Is that true? What? Yeah, so it turns out Ken is spreading stuff. Per Ken, I don't like Alan, but if they're really offering all of this, even I take it. Then he said, per Gimmer, how long have we been working together? 8 years, and you're really going to do this to us? ? It was to the point that Blank even asked Blank, how do you really feel about Panda? Do you have any hesitations? To which Blank said he has none. Blank. There's so many blanks that it's hard to get the contact here. So I was able to assuage his fears and explain that no, I am not and have not threatened to kill events. I also told him I'm not threatened by Smash World Tour and have no reason to want to kill them. Explained that Nintendo can't license events on unlicensed circuit, being the real reason why our circuit is exclusive. I additionally explained that I've offered many ways to work with BTS and I'd rather work with them and not against them, but they just won't talk to us. So yes, does believe us because the stuff Ken was telling him is counter to everything we've ever done as a company and who we are as people, but that explains a bit of why he was holding back. He also mentioned that Ken/BTS feels very threatened by us, and so does Smash World Tour. I have no thoughts on what to do, and I don't care very much. It's clear that Ken is trying to actively undermine us, but considering that everyone is willing to work with or talk with us so far outside of Bling, I don't think he's been very successful, question mark. Those of you guys don't know who he's talking about when it comes to Ken. Ken is this guy, Ken Chen at Hotbed. He's the executive director of content and creative at Team Liquid. He was previously with Beyond the Summit and ESCL. So you've got this guy in play who is basically kind of pairing with BTS. So those are the forces at play, okay? You got Gimmer, who's with VGBC, who's with Smash World Tour. You got Ken, who was previously with BTS, but now is with Team Liquid. And then you have basically, BTS Beyond the Summit. These are just the forces that are at play that they're talking about right now that you haven't got the context on, but now you have. He then says the events and claims that I will be making are true. Some have evidence, some do not, and most of this is verbal conversations. In those cases, I do my best to recall details from memory and find corroborating evidence from internal chat logs with timestamps. I encourage you to read everything presented as to be better informed to the circumstances surrounding the Smash community currently, and in bold he says, I ask you to read the full statement before coming to any conclusions and do not under any circumstances use information here to harass any persons. Now, as you guys probably know, after he made this tweet, the majority of the Smash community and the Twitter replied and was just like, Ratio, don't care. I ain't gonna read all of that. Sorry for you, bro. Like, that's just, you know how it works, right? The Smash community is very bandwagony. And they will boom. They'll hit one person and they'll be like, oh, I was wrong. Boom, it's the other person's fault. And they'll all jump here. And somebody will come up with evidence, then boom, jump on the other side. It's one of those things where it's just like boom, bam, 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 bam. And right now, because Alan took so long to actually respond, right now it looks bad for him because the narrative has been spun directly against him. And there are a lot of people who are corroborating against him as well. So you have highly acclaimed TOs who are all basically siding with both Smash World Tour and Beyond the Summit, saying like, yeah, Alan is shiesty. And so that's the current situation that's happening right now. And a lot of people don't feel good about Alan's response here. Some people are looking more into it and being a little bit more objective and saying like, hey, it actually looks like Dr. Allen was pretty professional. It looked like he was trying to work with people. If you read through some of this document here, which I don't want to do right now, but I have already done it. I don't know if I want to do it right now, but he actually seems pretty professional. He seems like a nice dude. He seems like the guy that I thought that he was when I've talked to him in his DMs and in person. So when all these accusations came out, I was kind of surprised that he was being villainized. But yeah, I know I said I wasn't going to read the whole thing, but I read the intro, okay? We already talked about Smash World Tour and we talked about the other guys. It's important to have both sides here, okay? And since I talked about them, it's only fair that I bring this up. He said, I'm sorry this took me so long to write. Please consider the Smash World Tour leadership did not release a statement until a week after hearing from Nintendo. These things take time to properly construct. I know people have been waiting to hear from me, but between being blindsided by Smash World Tour's 2022 shutdown, extreme harassment, death threats, and fleeing my own home due to doxing, it's been hard to focus. I would never wish this on anyone as I'm currently writing this after filing a third police report. Damn. To the current and former members of Panda, I'd like to particularly apologize to my team and to Panda as a whole for my initial response. That's the one that he made that was very Nintendo-y. I have no excuses. I froze up. I had panic attacks for the first time in my life, and I was paralyzed for the first few days. I let our message go through multiple PR firms instead of crafting it myself. I listened to them telling me not to step down despite my team asking. My hesitation to act, step up, and fight back didn't just hurt me, it hurt you all. I hope you all know deeply you matter to me and that I would never want anything like this to happen to anyone I care about. This is the most transparent public statement of my life. So reading this, man, like I don't want to assume the worst in people. I don't want to assume that Dr. Allen is this evil villain out here to destroy the Smash community or use his power and do that. I don't want to make that assumption. And just reading it, I automatically want to empathize, okay? There's skepticism. You always got to realize that people lie all the time, okay? And somebody is lying in this situation. Someone is lying a lot, okay? Whether it's Dr. Allen or Smash World Tour or Beyond the Summit or whoever these guys are, the Team Liquid, somebody's lying. There's so many freaking contradictions that it makes this absolutely just very, very freaking messy in the gray area. But I empathize, man. My man is saying he's paralyzed. He's got police reports. He's getting harassed. He's getting like all of this stuff. It's pretty scary to be Dr. Allen right now. So guys, I've been sitting here trying to figure out what I'm going to do. And I think I've decided that I am not going to read this entire 32-minute read to you guys and then edit and put it all up on this video. But What I will try to do is give you some of the most important points, the TLDR, some of the big chunky wungies out of the paragraph that you guys need to know. And then I'm thinking at a later date, whether it be tonight or sometime later this week, I'll read the entire fiasco with you guys, the entire manifesto, maybe on stream or on Twitch or something like that. Or maybe I'll make it a separate video, I don't know. But it's not going to be all on this video because I'm telling you, it would take way too long. And this video itself will be like 2 hours long just because of this one thing. And it's becoming convoluted. There's so many people talking, there's so many sides, there are people responding already. It's becoming too massive. Without proper receipts that say yes or no, or say this is X or this is Y, it's becoming too hearsay as well. But Playa has said Alan saying Smash World Tour was trying to basically sabotage themselves. So one of the biggest claims that they're making here that says the Smash World Tour was the perfect gambit for VGBC. Information came to us from an anonymous source all the way back in 2020. VGBC was feeling pushed out the community from losing so much ground to BTS. They wanted something of their own, and so they came up with the Smash World Tour gambit. So here's how he said the gambit plays out. Smash World Tour doesn't get shut down. VGBC gets their own circuit without the years of negotiation with Nintendo. Number two, Smash World Tour uses the threat of social media backlash against Nintendo to pressure Nintendo into giving them a license. So basically saying like, look, I'm going to use all this social media presence and the canceling and what we did back at EVO to make you guys change your mind. And then number three, Smash World Tour gets shut down by Nintendo, and now VGBC is the martyr of the community due to Nintendo. Then the community will rally behind their own events to support them. It's pretty straightforward logic. VGBC wins no matter what. So Alan basically suggesting that VGBC is coming up with this evil mastermind plot. However, he's saying that this information came to him from an anonymous source from 2 years ago, right? So if you're going to make a claim this big, you gotta have a valid source, not an anonymous source. And it can't be something from like 2 years ago. Like there's gotta be, you gotta drop some hard receipts. Okay. If you're the CEO of Panda, you're getting this messed up already. You gotta step down and everything. Boom. You gotta expose. It's gotta be hard, concrete evidence, you know, like that is undisputable. Otherwise, again, it becomes hearsay. And then you have to basically depend on like, do you believe him or not? Another major point, he said to the public, you were lied to and your goodwill is both being weaponized and abused. Smash World Tour leadership juxtaposed their entire relationship with Nintendo against actions they claim I took. Actions which, by the way, are completely irrelevant to them getting shut down or Nintendo's behavior. How is me telling TOs that Smash World Tour would most likely not receive a license agreement prove any sort of action undermining Smash World Tournament's relationship with Nintendo? Question mark. How did hundreds of thousands of people make my life a living hell for a week over a false equivalency? Let me say this here for the third time and in bold, both Panda and I, as the former CEO, have done absolutely nothing to harm Smash World Tour in any way, nor sabotage any Smash World Tour business efforts, license efforts, or otherwise. Period. Continuing, I've defended VGBC behind closed doors more times than I can count. I've done entire impromptu presentations to Nintendo about VGBC's importance to the community, their history in the scene, and the good things they've done, explaining that they're worth working with. When people told me how terrible things the VGBC team were saying behind my back about me throughout the year, looked at those people and told them I have no ill will towards anyone at VGBC or Smash World Tour. I consider Justin, Gamer, and Apostle equal peers and hope to work together in the future. I even have been asking Nintendo for months to please consider issuing a license to VGBC. So Alan right now saying like, look, I've always been team VGBC, you know, like this has been my life. I haven't been about that life about talking stuff, and they talk stuff bad about me. This is what he's saying. Like they've been talking trash about me, but I haven't been about that life. So here's another important point that Alan brings up where he talks about his knowledge of knowing that VGBC was going to be canceled prior to them being canceled. He said, in terms of having prior knowledge of Smash World Tour's shutdown, we moved our finale to the weekend before Christmas, a historically terrible date for travel events, because Smash World Tour took our finale date after we placed a hold for the date on the Smash calendar. We moved for them. We really want to shut them down, knowing for sure that there would be no Smash World Tour Cup 2022. Then why would we move to a worse date? It doesn't make sense. Now he's talking about the motive. He said, we have known since day one that the biggest risk to the Panda Cup would be if the Smash World Tour gets shut down. We've known that if that ever happened, then Panda would be caught in the explosion as a bystander simply due to our partnership with Nintendo. Panda Cup had an incredible momentum this year with 5 major sponsors in 5 months, nearly every major NA Smash tournament joined the circuit from the time we launched, and successful metrics all around. With everything going this well for us, then why would I want Smash World Tour to be shut down when I knew that would be the biggest risk and harm to Panda Cup? Again, it makes no sense. So he's saying like, look, if Smash World Tour got shut down, this would look really bad for them because they know how the Smash community is. And they know that the Smash community will have a backlash against Nintendo, aka now Panda, since they are licensed by them. So he's saying he does not want this. He did not want that smoke. He's suggesting that he wanted them to exist. But again, the problem being that the people, everyone else was suggesting that Alan was going around saying that Smash World Tour was going to be canceled. He said, I do not have any theories as to why Smash World Tour's leadership team decided to drag me personally in their statement. I do not know why they tried to create a false equivalency to convince the public I had anything to do with their situation. I do not know why they gave a massive platform to lies, rumors, or hearsay, misunderstandings, or misconstrued statements about me. I do not know if they think I actually had anything to do with their denial of license, though I sincerely doubt they do. And I do not know why everyone believed them. One thing I do know is the Smash World Tour leadership team stood to gain the most out of anyone by tarnishing Panda's reputation and dragging the Panda Cup down. So this is Alan simply saying, like, look, the only person who benefited out of this entire situation, that everything's going on, is VGBC, and that he stood nothing to gain for their loss. This is his claims and his suggestion based on his point of view and some of the comments that he's been saying so far. But as you can see, he's very upset. To Smash World Tour leadership, Justin, Gamer, and Apostle, you and your team have without a doubt played a critical role in the development and growth of the Smash community over the years. No one can ever take that away from you, but you have caused damage to hundreds of people in or associated with Panda, damage to me, damage to your own people, extreme harassment of my family and friends without any shred of remorse, to parties completely irrelevant to what happened. This is the last thing I have to say to you, likely for the rest of our lives. You do not and will never deserve the position of community dominance that you keep clawing for. I hope it was worth it to you. Dang. Whew. And then he addresses Beyond the Summit, aka the other guys. They say, sidebar, I've been told that someone named LD is claiming I said things. I don't know who LD is, nor do I care. As far as I'm aware, I've never talked to them, never seen them, and never met them in my life. He said, here's the background of my 2 whole personal interactions this year with BTS, or more specifically with one of the most unsavory individuals I've ever had the displeasure of interacting with, Genshin, aka Hotbed. This is the guy that was with BTS that I believe now is with Team Liquid. In 2022, when we first talked to a few TLs with our packages, the original version 1 design of the Panda Cup back and featured to a concept where we would provide unique co-streams of some events, or be the mainstream, depending on the event along with the packages we offered. We wanted to start building a channel that could be destination for purely competitive Smash in the future. Some early TOs said that they were, and depending on what BTS said, as they were already had an arrangement with them. No problem. I was confident that I could figure out some sort of win-win solution that helps BTS and us at the same time. Smash World Tour claims that I targeted BTS events that already had deals made, wanting to poach the broadcast rights from BTS. They claimed that I wanted them for free and directly threatened BTS with Nintendo action if they did not comply, so let's talk about that. It says, first of all, it's not a coincidence that most of the first few events I reached out had to deal with BTS. They were some of the biggest events of the year. Of course, they were streaming on BTS, but I didn't even know who they were when I first reached out. Here's a screenshot of me asking some of the early CEOs, and he says here, Alan, hey guys, did you say you signed a contract with BTS for LTC and Riptide for 2022? In which someone said, hey, yes, I did sign a contract with BTS. Right after you told us there was not going to be a Panda Cup a couple months ago. He keeps going on, he talks about Ken and how he's basically been stalwalling and being very obtrusive to this whole production thing, but this paragraph was absolutely huge. He said, between the 2 calls, a legal issue was flagged by someone else that had and currently still has significant implications for the revenue of most major events in the community. And by adamantly refusing to do anything with any other third party, not just us, in any way, shape, or form, Ken would be forcing scrutiny of this legal issue to escalate. I was desperate to make that not happen. Escalation is devastating for our entire community. I begged Ken in the middle of the second call, please, can we figure out some way of us working together even a little so we can stop the can of worms from opening. I was asking him for help for his cooperation, and Ken's response was he yelled, let it happen, let the can of worms open, actively embracing the idea of legal trouble that could only end badly for the community. He was openly saying, I dare you, when it wasn't in my control, which I made clear this was not in my hands. Ken was willing to jeopardize the entire Smash community with reckless abandon, and it would have happened had I not figured out how to stop the escalation without him. Given what I've seen of his character and heard about his reputation in other communities, this type of behavior from Ken was not unusual. So, suggesting that this guy, Ken, that we talked about already in the Twitter, was going to open up a can of worms and let a whole bunch of legal issues happen to the Smash community, and Alan is suggesting that he was the one that prevented it from escalating to that point. But he said, let me be crystal clear, I am not expanding on the legal issue because even though I'm leaving, I still don't want to hurt the community. Smash doesn't deserve that. I mean, to be frank, man, at this point, just put it all on the table. Like, dog, like, I just put the truth. You said the truth, but Just put it out on the table. And that's how I feel about it, man. Like, especially if you're gonna go, but like people got to be held accountable, and I'm pretty sure the Smash can handle whatever is being thrown at them. They'll continue to keep playing Smash. So that's him versus Ken, Hotbit, the guy. And he talks about how all his interactions have been really bad. There's been a lot of things that are jeopardizing the community, and he just does not like the guy, and the guy does not like him, and he's very biased in the situation. Now he's talking to Beyond the Summit specifically, and he said, while my intention had no malice or ill intent to my conversation with Ken, perception is what truly matters. I will own up that publicly, and I truly apologize to the BTS staff, except Ken, that my conversation with Ken was perceived in the manner it was. I wish you accepted any of my multiple attempts to make peace, explain myself, or apologize, but I hope you now understand that I have not now nor ever had any intent of harming you or sicking Nintendo on you. Additionally, after we heard some wild rumors spreading from one-on-one conversation with Ken, we did everything we could to dispel the rumors, and we internally decided to always speak with TOs in groups of 3 to make sure we can corroborate anything said in case of misconceptions or misunderstandings. That has been our procedure for the past 4 to 5 months now. However, let me also say this publicly. Along with Smash World Tour, BTS stands to gain quite a bit by taking Panda and the Panda Cup down, especially after you lost your contract with Dota. Many major events in 2023 that are normally streaming on BTS have already confirmed to us that they'd stream on Panda's channel because the package we offered was better for them with upfront guaranteed sponsorships, a position we were pushed into by Ken's refusal to collaborate or work together from day one. BTS was standing to lose a lot of money next year from community streams, and you knew that. Plus, with Panda's sales team landing deals in every major category, you wouldn't be able to sell against events again next year because the categories will have been filled first. Don't pretend for a second like you are a casual outside observer of the whole situation, with Alan simply saying like, look, you, VGBC, Smash World Tour, and you guys over here at Beyond the Summit stood to profit a lot from our removal, is what Alan is suggesting. Then he said, one more thing. I looked the other way when I heard Ken was trying to get the TOs to turn on us. I turned the other cheek when I found out BTS was threatening to pull Papa John's sponsorship from events that worked with us. A Papa John's sponsorship, which, by the way, Nintendo never had any issues with. And despite all of that, I was still trying to work with you, extending olive branch after olive branch. And for what? For BTS's current leadership, who again, I have never met or spoken to, publicly condemning me and speaking in terms like they were personally involved. You could have had a single civilized adult conversation with me. And Ken, even though he's no longer with BTS, he's still trying to poison the well from afar. I've been told he tweeted that Panda's NDAs are about real estate and don't provide any protection. Turns out, after double checking specifically Ken's NDA with multiple lawyers, he just didn't read past the first line. The NDA is standard, perfectly normal, and legally sound. Ken has been encouraging people to violate a solid NDA without harming himself in any way. Encouraging people to break NDA is irresponsible and reckless. All right, I said I wasn't going to read the whole thing, but we're almost there, so we're a little already like 75% out of the way, so let's just keep going, okay? He's out. This point here is about to strong arming and the first 3 weeks. There was a claim by Smash World Tour and everyone else saying that he's been trying to strong arm everybody into doing what he says to follow into Nintendo's lead and take advantage of everybody. So now he's going to be responding to that. It reads, more than any other period of the Panda Cup, I'm sure that this is when any misunderstandings could have arisen. When we first got the green light in March 2022 to begin preparation to launch the Panda Cup, when Omicron levels up, I was beyond excited to finally talk about something I have been working on for 4 years. The same day we got approval, I set meetings with the first few TOs thinking they would see me and Panda as a collaborative partner and as an ally of the community, as a cooperator looking out for their best interest. I thought our track record spoke for itself. So just a side note on here, but I think Alan's statement has just like a lot of things and thoughts, and I get it. He's trying to come from his point of view and he's trying to get his attentions right here. But I think the most important thing people need to see here is legit, like just receipts, facts, statements. Receipts, facts, statements. It's important to put your intention out there, but I think it's too much of it kind of thing. Just receipts, facts, statements, and go forward. Kind of keep it like clean and succinct. It didn't have to be 31 pages, but I do understand that because the narrative is all on him, it's very important for him to give his point of view and what he was trying to do, what his intentions were, I suppose. But it doesn't, it makes it so that people won't read it. It's so big, right? This is so convoluted now that it's like people are kind of like, all right, I'm lost in the sauce. Someone tell me what to think. And then people will just do that. That's what people will do. They'll look at me or look at Ludwig or look at Moist Critical and be like, tell me what to think. And then they'll just say, this is what you should think. And they'll be like, okay, that's exactly what I'm going to do. And unfortunately, that's how it's going to play out for Alan in this situation, I believe. Unfortunately, telling people to read and come to their own conclusions will never happen because people don't read. They don't, but they will listen blindly to someone else who said that they did read. Continuing, he said, this was not the case. TLs by nature are a careful bunch, and many of them have been burned by others. So it turns out they're constantly looking behind themselves for an ambush, even when there isn't one coming. Things were moving fast behind the scenes, yada, yada, yada. Come on, get to the point. So I may have given off the wrong impression to a handful of those in those early talks. For example, I heard at one point that when I made changes to my pitch based on feedback given to me by one TL, and the talk to TL2, TL1 found out and felt I had lied to them because I didn't have time yet to update them on the changes I made for them, correcting some kind of misunderstanding that was happening between TOs. And someone said like, hey, I think he's lying to me because he told me one thing, but he told me Y thing. And he's saying like, no, I just updated it, but I forgot to update the first person. And now you can read the rest. I'll leave the text up on the screen, but the TLDR is that there seems to have been a lot of miscommunication and misunderstandings, and a lot of people coming to a lot of conclusions that were not in fact said conclusions because people don't know how to communicate. People don't just sit down and have a conversation or, hey man, this is XYZ. There's a lot of talks behind closed doors, which are creating specific narratives, and then people are creating alliances and then coming up to conclusion here, and then they're not speaking, and then they're having this. It seems to me that a lot of people are not scheming, but they just don't know how to talk. He said to the TLs, if I did something to you where I seemed to be mean, threatening, strong arming, or otherwise seemingly out to hurt your event, I implore you to please let me know by email, since I'm not using Twitter anymore, what I said or did to make you feel that way. I want to know how I screwed up so I can never do that again in whatever I explore after this. I do not understand how I could have caused that impression when I tried my best to be professional, honest, and straightforward in my interactions with each one of you, and I had no indication from any of our interactions that this was the case. I truly believe that if there are TLs out there that do feel this way, that is a misunderstanding, and I hope, even though I'm no longer involved with Panda, that I can at least clarify those interactions for you to clear my own conscience. So how do I prove I didn't strong arm or threaten events that didn't want to join us? Question mark. Well, here's a dump of screenshots to show you examples of my interactions with TLs that declined joining the Panda Cup this year, and some that accepted, so you can have a perspective of my conduct and communications. I am including these to show that I have been active in correcting possible miscommunication long before any of this was made publicly available. So this interaction is from Shy, the TL of Shrine, in which he said, hey Alan, I discussed with Blink and we decided not to be on the Panda Cup this year, mostly due to uncertainty and ambiguity. There doesn't seem to be an overarching plan in place for what the circuit is yet, so we just don't feel comfortable to commit Shine to it. We want to see if there are more concrete details coming out for 2023. He said, hey Shy, this is a very strange message to me as we do indeed have a plan. I would like to understand better what changed here if you're able to call my cell as Blink. He said, out for the weekend and actually driving right now, but I get back to Twitter as soon as I can. Gotcha. Just wanted to drop you a line for when you get big. Would love to hop on a call with you tomorrow if you're available, would be best. That was 2 days later, but him just responding saying, hey, I haven't heard from you. I was just, we can talk. Then 10 days later, he said, hey Shy, I just wanted to follow up with you since you see you had time to review the last email I sent. Since shooting that out, we've had a few events opt into the Panda Cup, which is very exciting. Some with the minor package and some with the major package. Do you have any questions I can answer or a time we can hop on a call to chat about our plans? The minor package was already created specifically for events like Shine that already have streaming agreements in place, so hopefully we covered all our bases that were a concern! Exclamation mark. And then literally 8 days later, he said, hey Shy, I just wanted to let you know that our window is closing in fast. We need to lock in any minor events by the end of the week, Sunday evening, in order to guarantee the additional 12K caster stipend for opting into Panda Cup. We're wrapping things up so we can submit to Nintendo for approvals on Monday. So again, this is just Alan showing his conversations and being like, yo, I'm following up, being pretty professional in here. And Shy then eventually says, hey Alan, sorry, I've been a hectic few weeks and I didn't want to make a decision with a bunch of factors mid-flight. That said, I circled the idea many times with the team, and the final conclusion is that we will not be joining Panda Cup this year. We're excited to see how the pilot is with the Cup this year, and 2023 may align better across the board. And after all of that, Alan said, hey, appreciate the insight, Shy. That gives us a lot of clarity here. For what it's worth, the minor package is made to have blah, 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 blah. Feel free to ping me in the fall. Unfortunately, by then we'll be locked in for 2023. So if we want to talk about that, 2024 will expand by then. So he's showing a conversation piece where he's just working with some of the TOs and he's coming off very professional. He doesn't know how to prove that he's not strong arming TOs, I guess. So he's basically showing like, hey, this is how I've been talking to them to show you that I'm not attempting to do so. And here's the transparency, I suppose. And he goes on to do this with Aaron, the TO of Riptide, the TO of Collision, showing the receipts, to Sheridan and Bobak, the TOs of Genesis, which I hear like Bobak was really pissed off at Dr. Allen on Twitter after all of this. And then he says here, one more claim to disprove that I prevented TOs from contacting Nintendo. Here's an email of me of connecting 2 TOs directly to Nintendo. Both of those events ended up going on to get license agreements, but were not on the Panda Cup 2022, saying, hey, he actually hooked up some people to get licensed. And it says here, March 11th. Making the connection here for you all on the TL end, we have esteemed owners and operators of Low Tide City and Riptide, Aaron and Trey. On the Nintendo end, we'll have the awesome credited play team of Blank. Excited to get the ball rolling. So yeah, it's showing that he's actually connected some people to Nintendo, specifically Low Tide City and Riptide. Then he says here, I will maintain again that I did not strong arm, threaten, or otherwise try to pressure events to join us, and that any perception otherwise is a misunderstanding that I would love to have the chance to clarify with the involved parties. So wrapping up, we're at the end. He wants to talk about Nintendo, okay? A big question we get all the time is, what is Nintendo providing that makes this partnership worth it? Nintendo supports events in different ways, every way about helping them save money and become more stable, commentary support, blah, blah, blah. Working with Nintendo is challenging. They have high standards. We already know that. Red tape. Every single competitive video game in the world that is the size of Smash has public regulations in order to do major commercial activities. And bold, because if Smash never has that major commercial activity, then it'll never be able to sustain full-time careers for more than a handful of people. So this becomes the cornerstone of the Panda Cup. We take the red tape, the corporate limitations, the months and years of approvals, blah, 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 basically expressing why Panda exists and why that connection is so important in order for Nintendo to basically come through and funnel money out to the rest of the community, okay? But he said, we didn't want the whole pie and never have. So how much did Nintendo directly pay Panda to do all of this? $0. How much did Panda pay Nintendo? $0. They supported Panda on the back end, are partners with Panda, and help facilitate the Panda Cup. Despite popular belief that they get in the way, they never once said no to a sponsorship opportunity for the Panda Cup. Nintendo would never at any point. He's saying simply that at no point did Nintendo say, no, you cannot make more money. Within 5 months, the Cup signed more than $2 million in sponsorships and counting. God dang. Every single sponsor said they wouldn't have come if Nintendo wasn't supporting us in the way they were. This is year 0. So essentially, Panda was able to bring in millions of dollars into the community because they had that connection with Nintendo. That's what's being established here. And that these guys wouldn't have done so if Nintendo wasn't involved. Panda Cup spent all that money on the Panda Cup and Panda Cup finale. The finale was going to go big. Panda paid for the LACC and Novo without support because we thought the Smash community needed to see what Panda could do for them when things actually worked out. The finale had hundreds of setups, arcade games, a carnival section, blah, 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 blah. And people have been questioning the value of everything we've done this year, so here it is. Now, I laid it all out for you. This is again, and I think this is the sentiment that a lot of people are feeling post Allen's message. A lot of people don't believe him. A lot of people think that he's lying. Some people think that it's like too feelies, like there's not enough evidence, blah, blah, blah. But I think a major conclusion a lot of people are making that this is very freaking unfortunate, because if this was not be the case, if everything played out normally and everyone coexisted, then there was going to be a lot of money trickling into the Smash community. People were going to get paid. People were going to get fed. It sounds like the Panda Cup would have been very healthy for the Smash community as a whole if everyone had commuted and talked together and didn't have any of this nonsense that was going on. If Allen is not the supervillain that people are saying, and all of them are not supervillains, and no one is a supervillain, and everyone's just like, hey, let's make this work as separate entities but together, then it would have been the best for the Smash community, and the Smash community might have finally, in 2023, been able to sit there and actually eat. But now this is all coming crashing down. It's going to go back to grassroots, it sounds like. I don't know, Panda's going to be involved anymore. Nintendo's not going to be connecting anybody probably with Beyond the Summit or Smash World Tour. Who knows? But Nintendo's involvement sounds like it would have brought money into the pipeline, but now it's no longer happening. This is his words, not mine. So wrapping up, I know I said I wasn't going to read the whole thing, but I ended up doing it, didn't I? I've been part of the Smash community since 2007. I've served as a volunteer moderator for the original boards, a backroom member helping discuss rule sets, a TL, a commentator, an event organizer, a community leader, and many other roles over the years. I've known him for a while too. I remember when he was back in the moderator for the original Smash boards. Even when I supposedly retired from Smash, when I went to graduate from school, I found myself returning after I finished, blah, 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 blah. Over the last 9 years, I worked incredibly hard to make a company with the goal of creating opportunities in the space where there were none before, to allow people to go full time to support Smash and fighting games, support their passions, and to basically saying, like, look, this was all important to me, okay? He's going into this thing, and I know that he wants to, but he's just going in and basically saying, look, I've done a lot. I've been here for a long time, and I truly was passionate about this. I truly had good intentions coming into all of this. Any investment we've ever received, every time we've done something great, the end result was the same. Put it all back into the community. I remember reading a funny tweet once that said that the esports industry is a losing rank and that the only respect-worthy people are the ones that take VC money and give it to their homies. I laughed mostly because it made me realize I built a company that never took VC money, yet still poured millions of dollars into the homies and was sustainable, supporting everyone that worked incredibly hard, that I will always be grateful to have called my team and my friends, and I'm pretty proud of that. But now the mob mentality has dragged me down to the point that even my closest friends can't defend me publicly without backlash. So if you skip to the end, please don't, but since you are here, number 1, I'm no longer the CEO of Panda. Thanks to lies, falsehoods, and bandwagon character attacks, my life and the lives of my family are at risk. My team was harassed to the point of resigning, many in tears, and they may never have a chance to pursue a full-time career in Smash again. For this, I think he's referring to a lot of the members that are part of Panda. Panda was a big family with a lot of people on there, and even though a lot of people from Panda are now getting signed off and they're free agents, there's a lot of people who are part of Panda who will no longer be able to get anyone else. Like, there are some people who won't be able to get signed up, or if they do get signed up, there might be too much time periods in the intermediary. I do know there are people who are part of Panda who need to be a part of a team that are paying the money because they are in current situations that are a bit of a crisis. They need the money, and this is going to go away eventually because all of this happened. Number 2, Smash World Tour leadership organized and coordinated a lie about the circumstances surrounding their status of the license agreement, making up a villain to blame it all on and come out as the heroes on top. Past and present BTS leadership chose to corroborate it publicly for unknown reasons, but definitely benefit from it as well. Straight up just saying, look, Smash World Tour, they lied. Former BTS leader took every opportunity to stonewall and obfuscate any efforts to come to an agreement that is hotbed, going so far as to dare legal action, not by Panda or me, that would harm the community, on top of even threatening to revoke sponsorships from events that considered working with the Panda Cup. In spite of all of this, I still tried to make every effort to work with BTS. And number 4, the goal of the Panda Cup was always about growing the entire Smash community and was never about my personal aspirations. Our model always shared revenue with everyone, even outside of Panda, including events, casters, players, production, staffing, and more. 98% of the staff of Panda were people from the Smash and fighting game communities, a monolith of our scenes that truly and honestly had the best interests of the community at heart. Born from grassroots, yet professional and elevated in output, and the very same community tore it down in a matter of days. This cannot be who the Smash community becomes, regardless of what my statement says. I do not want the same thing to happen to BTS or to VGBC or to anyone. Please do not harass any groups, do not dox anyone, do not attack whomever you perceive to be the villain of the hour. Smash has to change. Smash has to be better than this. Dang. So, this is not going to change in my opinion. I don't think Smash is ever going to change. I don't think Smash is ever going to be better than this. If this is all true and all this is the case, this is what it is. This has always been like this. It won't change. And I think maybe because it won't change is the reason why things continue to be the way that they are. But I don't have any faith in people. I'm not saying I don't have faith in like people who play Smash. But I think that a lot of things get messed up when you get into the Smash community. I've given almost 9 years of my life to serving this community. I've dedicated thousands of hours, worked every weekend, put aside starting a family, and stepped away from a successful career that took 10 years to achieve. I think my longest real vacation is 9 years, was 1 week, and over those 9 years of Panda, I have never paid myself or taken a dime just to make Smash into a stable, growing community and a tier 1 esport. I truly believed in it. Money isn't why I did this. I started Panda and became a CEO for only one reason: give players in the field that they're truly passionate about, and I'm proud to say that. But now, I'm the villain. The greedy corporate pig that wants to line his own pockets, the enemy of the community that I've sacrificed some of the best years of my life for. I'm so evil now that people are attacking my very home. I was able to create dozens of full-time jobs in one of the smallest niches of competitive gaming, an accomplishment only Panda has achieved at that scale. Despite that, I spent the weekend telling my friends and family to call the police to increase patrols at their homes, all over lies, false character attacks, and a concentrated harassment campaign started from people who directly profit by destroying the careers of over 100 people from their own community. This community was my life. Its success is all I've ever wanted. I can sleep soundly at night knowing that I spent the last 9 years doing everything in my power to help, not hurt those around me, but I cannot stand by while bad faith actors continue to poison the well and celebrate the destruction of what the Panda team has worked on for years. If I can't do it, I trust the people after me to do it, the incredible members of Panda and the greatest Smash community who love this more than its life itself. The future is in your hands. Keep going. Oof. And if you're still here, man, oh freaking man, okay? I was not expecting to read the whole thing, but I kind of just got swept into the whole spiel and started doing it. I'm not looking forward to editing. And now, in terms of how I feel about it, it's a lot to process. Again, I've already read this before, but I was reading it again, and there's a lot of things that I agree with. There's a lot of things that I disagree with, but I'm starting to feel like we're reaching the point where there's so much back and forth, because I think Smash World Tour has already responded to it as well. And the guy, everyone keeps responding, going back and forth and bringing up new things, and it's never reaching a specific conclusion. So here's my overall consensus of what I believe occurred. Somewhere down the road, there was a lot of people lying, if including Alan probably lied as well. There's a lot of people here that are still hiding some things that are going on. And I do think that people had agendas. I don't know which people had agendas specifically. I'm not going to make any claims about that, because even with all this information, a lot of it's hearsay. A lot of things are based on corroborations and cults and cliques, and we all know that evolves in the Smash. This is a terrible missed opportunity for the Smash community, because if all of them worked together and none of this drama actually existed, I think a lot of people would have been eating in Smash. To have the Panda Club and licensed with Nintendo, that could eventually lead to more licenses for more TLs. Maybe eventually Smash World Tour would have gotten a license or Beyond the Summit. Maybe that would have been something that would have developed. I don't know. Now, when it comes to Nintendo, I don't trust them. That's one thing that I will never trust. When it comes to Nintendo, no matter what it is they say they're going to do for us, I will never believe it until they come out there and line the pockets of every single member out there when it comes to the TOs and the event managers and the organizers, everything. Until Nintendo comes out here and starts giving people money, I don't believe Nintendo because we have a huge reputation with Nintendo just not being good with us, being terrible to us. So again, they have to earn our trust by action through actions, not through what they say they're going to do. Because at the last second, they'll cancel stuff. They'll say, hey, I promise you riches and glory and stuff. And then be like, psych. Just kidding. We're not giving that to you anymore. Things are changing. And in terms of a conversation that I actually had with Alan, just kind of show you guys, like, again, I did not think that Alan was this type of person in terms of my interactions with him in the past and in the present. But I said, hey, yo, quick question for you, by the way, since I'm sure you're more familiar with the agency brand side of business. And I was like, you see that little box down here in the videos that you guys now see that it's Omni? I was like, how do I monetize this? Because back then I was trying to make money. I was trying to figure out how to make a business. I was like, how do we get sponsors? How do you get all this stuff? I said, it's an empty real estate with a lot of watch time, but not sure how to sell it. I was like, can I put Papa John's there? Can I get a sponsor? Like, I need help trying to figure out what to do with this black box and how to be a little bit more corporate so I can make some money on this show. And he didn't have to, but he sat here and explained to me the exact math of how it all works, okay? He said it was an ad rotation. He said if you rotate every 5 seconds, this is what happens, but you need to pitch it, and that's where your sticking point might be. Influencer media buys don't traditionally go well with logo rotation routes. So he explained the entire situation, okay? It was like, this is how it works. He could have ignored me, you know, whatever, but he helped me out. And at the end of it, you know, we talked about it. He was real, let me know how the whole thing works. And I said, good idea. Thanks, man. Appreciate the advice. And keep up the good work, man. I'm excited for y'all. And he said, anytime, man. And I really appreciate heart emoji. So despite all the memes and all that stuff like that, my interactions with Dr. Allen have been dope. So, and a lot of people have said the same thing. Tony, less than 14 hours ago, said, Panda got me into 2019. I was full-time in 2020. And 4 years, I worked under Allen. He never gave me a reason to think he was greedy or manipulative. I truly don't know what happened to get us to this point. It's just awful to see the entire scene growing just to be pulled the F back. It's interesting because Coney is in a very unique position, and I've known Coney for a really long time. We haven't been rapping recently because, you know, we kind of went our own ways and we're doing our own things kind of thing. And he's got his own family, moving all that stuff. But me and Coney used to be really tight back in the Brawl days and the Smash 4 days before I ended up retiring. We were also tight with Gimmer and VGBC. We would have hyperbolic time chambers at my place and we'd all come together and I'd beat his DD up and all that stuff. Like, we were very close back in the day. So he said, to be clear, VGBC are long-term friends of mine, 10 plus years. Same for Justin at Smash World Tour. They mean a lot. For Nintendo to send this sort of nebulous messaging they did to Smash World Tour, especially the day before Thanksgiving, is heinous and indefensible. This all just effing sucks, man. So Coney is in the interesting position to be a part of Panda, but to also be very close to VGBC. At one point in time, he was actually with VGBC. And now to see all of this stuff crumble, it seems like a lot of people's attention now are pointing towards Nintendo specifically to say that they were the most heinous ones of all time for them reaching out to Smash World Tour and being like, hey, you guys no longer getting licensed the night before Thanksgiving. This is the true Grinch. Nintendo was the evil villain of all of this, and it wasn't Dr. Allen. So, okay, that is the update. Okay, I'm sure there's more information that's going to come down the pipeline, but god dang, a lot to explore. I feel really bad for the Smash community as a whole. Okay, like it sucks, right? I feel like every time the Smash community, now I talked to Games Cage Fidel on his stream about this the other day, but I feel like every single time something really good is going to happen to the Smash community, like something comes in, right? And destroys it. And usually it's Nintendo. But also a lot of things that have happened to the Smash community, just truthfully, if we're just going to be completely frank, has done itself because of themselves. A lot of people have done things internally to screw everything up. You know, good deals and stuff. The entire thing that happened with the Me Too movement, there's been a lot of self-blame within the Cell community as well. And it sucks because I don't think a small few bad apples and or Nintendo should be the reason why the community is not prospering. Smash, in my opinion, is one of those type of games where they have so much people talking about it. It's one of the biggest games of all time that it should be making like freaking Fortnite numbers. It should be up there. Like, it's that freaking big, but it's always constantly being repressed either by themselves or by Nintendo. And it's like cycle that never ceases to end. And it sucks to see that this situation now with Alan and Beyond Summit and all the guys have crumbled, and now we don't know what's going on, and the future of Smash is uncertain again. We don't know if there's going to be more licenses, if that's good or bad. We don't know if people just destroyed a company, Panda, and it wasn't meant to be destroyed. Maybe there was miscommunication there as well. The bandwagon and the horde and the mob mentality exists, and it's scary. It's very scary. So that's the situation. I know this was a very long segment. It was a big chunky WUNGY. I said I was going to stream it, but then I lied because I didn't feel like streaming it. I was just like, let me just talk about it now. Let me know how you guys feel about the situation in the comments below. All right. And I would like to say to everybody and all the parties involved, like, good luck. I want to believe that there's miscommunication, but I also feel like there's also shiesty things going on in the background that I cannot confirm nor deny. And a lot of people are weird things are happening. That's all I can say. All right, boys, we have ourselves an all-out war. I know we just did one like the 2 episodes ago, but this one's legit, and it has to deal with the Genshin Impact community, which means more than likely Paimon has made an appearance on one of my thumbnails for the legendary all-out WAP, okay? Merc said Sonic Frontiers versus Genshin Impact Players' Choice Awards. I posted a picture here that says Battle of Mid. The Battle of Mid was a major battle over 2 extremely mid entities or forms of media. And if you guys don't know, there's an actual war going on between 2 huge gaming communities, one being the Sonic community and one being the Genshin community. And the war is not something that's just like, hey, PlayStation's better. No, Xbox is better. No, these guys are wild. They are going in. There are people getting bought. There are people getting doxxed. Like, people are big baby rage mad from both sides, right? And let me explain why this is all going down. X Viking has said Sonic versus Genshin Impact fandom having a war to win the Player's Choice Award. So if you guys don't know, again, the Game Awards is happening tomorrow. If you're watching this video today, then the Game Awards is going to be tomorrow, and I'm going to be streaming on twitch.tv/InfernalOmni. You guys can come hang out with me on there. I don't stream very often, but I usually always stream the Game Awards. Anyway, there is one thing that you can vote on, which is called the Player's Choice Award, where you vote for the Player's Choice Game Award, and the biggest one right now is tied between Genshin Impact and Sonic Frontiers. Everybody is basically rallying up. Games Cage, Fidel, and the crew are going like, hey guys, Sonic here, everyone get in here and vote, and Genshin Impact fans over there like, hey yo, I want my Primo Gems. Apparently there's some kind of thing going down in Genshin Impact community where if you vote for them, you get Primo Gems. So the guys at Genshin Impact are trying to incentivize people to go and vote. Like, it's rigged. It's politics. But it's also the popularity pick, so anything goes kind of thing. So yeah, and currently the results here at round 3, and I'll go check it up, but as of yesterday, it was tied at 38%. But I heard that it got to the point that number 1, people were using bots. Like every time you voted for a Sonic Frontiers, Genshin Impact would get like 5 votes. And then I heard they actually took away the percents and the votes altogether so that you couldn't vote or so that you couldn't see the stats because it was getting so wild. So here's the Game Awards and here's the player's voice, okay? Round 3 out of 3, sign in to vote. Am I not signed in? What? Anyway, votes used 0 out of 1. Let me see. Elden Ring, Genshin Impact, God of War, Sonic Frontiers, and Stray. And the joke here is there's a meme. Let me just go back to the meme. The meme is funny. My man Ultra said, all out WAP, Sonic 2, Revenge of the Hedgehog. And this is the meme that's going on. On the left, you got the Sonic fans saying, vote for Sonic. I am undefeatable. Don't let those Genshin weebs win. And then you got the Genshin fans saying, Sonic fans are racist. They are using bots. And then you got this third person over here saying, how the F is a game about a blue naked hedgehog and some weeb stuff are winning against such a masterpiece of Elden Ring? Also, how was God of War behind them? Those are not real gamers. Those are just fanboys who don't understand the true meaning of gaming and are poisoning the gamer community with crappy games. We need to eliminate them from our community and fight for what we truly represent, which are true, well-made games and not some shameless Chinese cash grab and some kid's game about a cartoon hedgehog. And then finally, you got the Chad Stray over here saying that cat game was so wholesome. Here's my vote, kitty. I am going to vote here, and as much as I love Elden Ring and God of War, I gotta be a part of the war, okay? I have to join the forces here, right? And a large part of me kind of just wants to be like, pick Stray. But ultimately, deep down in my heart, I gotta go with Sonic Frontiers, okay? I placed my vote, submit. Sonic's gotta win. I'm a Sonic fanboy, okay? What can I say, okay? Vote submitted, winner announced Thursday, 12/8 at 12 a.m. Eastern, 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern. 12 o'clock Eastern? Wait, the Game Awards is at noon? Or is that midnight? 9 p.m.? What time is that? Is that midnight? Anyway, nah, that's my pick. But yeah, when I come to the page, I can't see the percentages anymore. It's completely gone. However, guys, let's get into the actual drama between the Sonic Frontiers and the Genshin Impact community, because there again was a war on Twitter where people were getting murked, bro. My boy still said a Genshin fan is trying to sabotage Sonic Frontiers with a bot, for which every vote for Frontiers, 5 are sent to Genshin. I hope this can spread awareness. In which someone here said, Genshin players admitting to cheating and rigging the system. This man was bold AF to say this publicly. Anything you want to say, Genshin players? And there's a tweet here that says Sonic Sweep is canceled. Genshin Impact supremacy. Bot is working now, and already 6 people running it. DM to get access and help to defeat Sonic. Well, I created a bot. So these guys are real. These guys. Yo, this is politics. This is going to be the 2024 election. Okay, this is exactly how politics works, man. This is absolutely wild. Another thing you guys sent me was this picture here, and it says like Sonic and it says Genshin. This big blue line appears to be the Sonic spikes in terms of like votes, where it just spiked up, saying that, yeah, this is confirmation I was talking about. You can check straight to, I don't know why my friends decided to add this much votes to just test the exploit, suggesting that people were botting Sonic as well. They're just botting the votes. This entire thing is rigged, and I absolutely freaking love it. I love it. Okay, I'm down for here. This is the drama. This is the tea that I love. But yeah, guys, that's the Sonic versus the Genshin Impact community drama that's going down. Okay, a lot of things going on both sides. I'm not going to go in the thick of the weeds of it. Okay. I just like seeing these two people fight. I voted for my boys for the Sonic Frontiers. Okay, I'm on the hype train for that as well, and I do hope that they win the Players' Choice Award. We shall see. It would be funny if Jeff actually talks about what occurred here or not. But yeah, this is some good drama. I live for this. I'll let y'all guys again watch me tomorrow. I'll be streaming the Game Awards, twitch.tv/Inferno Omni. Come chill with me, okay? I'm not gonna be crazy yelling. I might be crazy yelling depending on what we're talking about. But yeah, it'll be a good time. All right, cool. Ah shit. Here we go again. All right, Bimby and all y'all told me it's every year, okay? It's that time of the year. It's almost like a holiday at this point. Where EDP 445 comes back and he does something else on his platforms that makes him look like a sussy baka, okay? You guys know the story of EDP 445. I've talked about this like it's an old wives' tale at this point about this guy. I feel like he would be the person that comes out. And people will have like stories about this dude, how he tried to basically get connected with a minor. And then instead it was a sting operation. These bunch of dudes from YouTube came up and said, hey, psych, gotcha. What are you down here for? That entire infamous video of him getting caught. And he said he was coming here to get some cupcakes. And then since then, EDP got banned on YouTube. He got banned on like almost every single platform, except, which is really freaking ironic, TikTok. TikTok is where he's been able to exist in peace. That is the platform where the majority of my friends and people talk about getting just banned on there for like no reason. My man's EDP445 can coexist peacefully. Despite his past. And so it looked like there was a point where he was able to make a living again making content creation on TikTok. Like he was able to get past it and he had made a pretty big following. However, someone here, No Jumper, said YouTuber EDP445 gets exposed again for allegedly trying to groom another underage girl. And I'm going to look into this, but it's absolutely wild. There's a clip here. It shows EDP445 on the left, and let's look at this clip. If you guys can't read it, it's a text message, and at the top it says Brian EDP. And it says, thank you. Don't let anyone ever tell you you aren't beautiful, not even me. You deserve the best. And trust me, if I was in Louisiana, I'd be beating down your door, smothering you with flowers and hugs. You just better prepare yourself because I'm showing you off to the entire world. Bro, EDP445 has no riz. No riz. Where is the riz? Oh my God. And I get it, minor thing. I get that, all right? We know we just joking, but where's the riz, dog? Like, he's always so goddamn corny whenever I see him trying to be flirting with anybody. And unfortunately, the only people I've seen him be flirting with in text messages is minors, but like, my man has zero riz.
You knew what he looked like, right?
Yeah, I was just really trolling him. Like in the group chat, like when we made that group chat, we were literally just trolling him, and like he just took it too damn far. Like he started like personally like DMing me, and like saying
he fell for it again.
Fly me out, and he's gonna like nut in me and shit.
So on here,
what did she just? Did that person just say fly him out and then just said he was going to nut in them? Is that what he said? Is he going to nut? He said he was going to nut?
Says, don't let anyone ever tell you you aren't beautiful, not even me. You deserve the best. Trust me, if I was in Louisiana,
it'd be a beat down your door, smothering you with flowers and hugs. You just better prepare yourself because I'm showering you on the entire world.
That's the corniest shit ever.
And I guess here before the video you post in the group chat when you the other guy first added me, can you resend it? It's really hot. I promise not to share it with anyone. Oh my god, bro. Twitter. Yo, Twitter said after getting exposed multiple times, let's kill him. Okay, again, that's just the meme. That's not me. But apparently, this is like the third or fourth time. I thought it was only twice. And people in the comments are saying like, "Yo, this is multiple times that EDP445 has been doing it." I know we're joking and laughing, but bro, this man is a literal menace to society. How has he not learned his lesson? What is going on? Now, here's the thing. Okay, I was trying to look for the legitimacy of this because the only thing that I can find out of any of this is this tweet that says no jumper and then this audio clip between these two people I don't even know. That's it. That's all I have in terms of proof. So I'm just trying to find the actual legitimacy of it because that's all the information that I have. I'm assuming that there is a pattern here, so it's probably right. But until then, I'm just going to call everything allegedly because I can't find anything else that kind of talks about the context of the situation. There's not a YouTube video here with a sting operation, but this is in line and in pattern with EDP445. I can see that L Riz tone a mile away, bro, a mile away. And if this stuff is true, man, this guy EDP45 is a sick individual, truly. Like what? Like how can you be how can you get caught and you just your entire career is just ruined over like this entire thing, right? You lose your entire livelihood, you get ruined, everything exposed, and then you still doing it? Son, bro, I feel like there's got to be somebody out there for EDP445 who is definitely above the age of like 21. Dog. I know it. I know there's got to be. I know there's somebody for everybody. So why? Why? What is wrong with this man? This man has an illness. All right, that's the EDP445 situation. Let me know if you guys know any more details about it too. And I'll add it in the next video, like any more context around it. But again, not surprised, extremely disappointed. This man is a menace to society. You guys told me about this. This is incredibly sad news. Good Luck Have Fun said Max's dog Benny passing away. And Maximilian 16 hours ago said, thank you, Benny. Oh my God, I don't even know if I can't click this video, man. But you guys don't know Maximilian, dude. He's a Twitch streamer, you know, the FGC dad, basically. He's been around for a long time, and I'm very aware of who Benny is, and to see that he's passed away is absolutely, as a fur dad, you guys know Indi. He's over there probably sleeping somewhere, but I can't imagine him. I can't imagine if my boy was gone, man. Like I can't. And dang, that already hurts just looking at the freaking thumbnail. All right, I gotta go hug my cat. Hold on, I'll be right back. All right, here we are. Here's the boy. I know it's been a while since I've shown you him, but he's here. Furry is all. Love you, man. As a fur dad myself, I can't imagine losing this guy. Like I've had him for I think a decade now, 10 years. This is my boy. He's not my blood. He's not a human. He's not my child, but he's my son. And it's hard to explain to people without pets how important this guy's gotten me through a lot of things. What are you doing? But yeah, to Maximilian, very sorry for your loss, man. Again, I just tweeted this, but like as a fur dad, I get it. And I don't want to feel that pain, but I know eventually he's got to go, and I don't even want to think about that right now. Also, what news, you guys told me to talk about this really fast. Jake Lucky had tweeted this, but said an anonymous viewer sent Amaranth $70,000 in cash, a new iPhone, a prepaid private bodyguard service, and more, all in one gift. What in the actual frick?
10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000. 50,000, 60,000, $70,000. Who are you?
All right, let's talk about this. So y'all telling me that somebody out there sent Amaranth, who is a well-known millionaire, multi-millionaire, well known to be having several industries, several businesses and everything. Somebody out there went out there and sent her, and I found out the exact amount, $69,000, which is very nice. And what about me? But everybody's saying, what about me, dog? Why are y'all sending money out to millionaires? Why are y'all giving rich people more money? I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it, okay? Why are y'all funding Andrew Tate and Liver King and all these multi-billionaires, Elon Musk, all of y'all who bought Twitter Blue? Why are y'all giving these billionaires and billionaires your money, okay? Is this jealousy? Yes. I'm jealous. I'm jealous. I want to be them too, okay? If I ever became a millionaire, right? I would not take your money, okay? Just watch my ads or whatever, something like that. But otherwise, no, don't donate to me, okay? I've made it. I've got it. Or if I take the money, I'll give it to charity or whatever. But why ain't people giving me? Listen, I know one of y'all watching this video right now is a trust fund baby. I know one of y'all watching this right now is probably like the son of like Will Smith. And I ain't talking Jaden, you know, but some celebrity. And I know you watching. And I know you got the money. I know them pockets run deep. All right, send it over to me, okay? Send me a DM. I'm serious. Send me a DM. This is extortion. Give me your money.
The second part of the letter is, I have provided a few defense essentials and some cash to ensure that no amount of financial tampering can hinder your resolution. Lastly, I've included a new phone. All you have to do is activate the service. The plan is active and prepaid. No one except you will know the number. If it suits you, feel free to enter these two numbers. And he gave me the number of bodyguards. So this is the number of a private security company I have on retainer. You can call them in the event of an emergency if the other contents of the bag are insufficient. I have a payment source lined up already, so the cost is already taken care of. And then he gave me his number. This is my personal number. If you ever need anything at all, do not hesitate to ask. Happy trails to you until we connect again. And that's it in the letter. There's not like a creepy run away with me, please marry me, like there normally is. Let me smash. None of that. Let me suck on them toes. It's like a letter. It's like, here's your stuff. Have a good life.
Nah, it was he also sent her $69,000. That's the message, okay? That's that's a rich simp that we have right there. No, but for real, they sent him the package because you guys don't know Amaranth was in the situation with her husband where it seemed like she needed to get out. And her husband was being very, very problematic and abusive. And she came out on stream about it. It was a really big deal a while back. I don't know what has happened since then. I'm imagining that they are probably still together to some extent. Apparently he was supposed to be getting help or whatever. But this person was like, hey, here's a care package for in case you ever need to get out. You know, the pretense that she has her own money and she has her own ways of dealing with these issues. So, yeah, just where is my white knight? No, I'm not in a similar situation as Amaranth, but I'm not a millionaire. And that's a problem that I think we can all agree needs to be fixed, right? So my boy Pegasus said, hey, Omni, how's everything going? Hey, what's up, Pegasus, my boy? Everything's going all right. Just, you know, making videos and, you know, vibing. You know how it goes. Like, randomly I'll be playing Overwatch 2. It's cold outside, so I don't feel like doing anything. Like, I skipped the gym for like straight up like 4 or 5 days straight now, and I feel terrible. I need to get back in there. Like, I feel like awful. But otherwise, man, I'm just trying to, you know, make sure like the seasonal depression doesn't kick in and I'm vibing. I'm looking forward to the Game Awards that's going to be happening tomorrow. I'll definitely be streaming that. And yeah, just talking about all this crazy nonsense that's happening in the news with you guys. So just thankful that I'm still here and I'm doing this and just trying to make it out the recession and just, you know, I'm vibing, man. I hope you're doing well. If you guys don't know Pegasus, he's a commentator. He has his own YouTube channel, over 1 million subscribers, makes videos every single day. Cool ass dude. And somebody I consider like a friend on the internet. Like we haven't met like in person or anything like that, but we vibe very, very often. So I hope you're doing good, my boy Pegasus. And if you guys go give him a shout out if you haven't already. Sorry guys, some anime news finally, man. None of that drama stuff right here. Bleeps Ticketon May said Mappa getting even more work to do with One Punch Man apparently. Leak One Punch Man Season 3 to be animated by Mappa. That is absolutely freaking huge, okay? That's so huge. You guys don't know, Mappa is the animation company who is basically the GOAT of all animations, okay? If you've seen any anime like Chainsaw Man, or if you've seen Attack on Titan or Vinland Saga, I think Season 2, anything where the animation was like, wow, this is really freaking good, it was Mappa. And now Mappa is going to be doing One Punch Man, which is a big deal because One Punch Man Season 2, in terms of the graphics, people thought was very stale and people thought it was kind of whack. I don't think it was animated by Mappa because they wouldn't be making this announcement, but that people weren't kind of hyped for it compared to Season 1 where it was much better. So the fact that Mappa is going to be animating this is going to make One Punch Man Season 3 probably one of the most hype. Everything Mappa touches turns to freaking gold, okay? I hope the guys guys over there at Mappa are eating, because I know they are working hard, but I hope they're also eating as well and they're getting paid, because they are making anime so freaking hype. Did they do Bleach 1,000 Year War 2? Is that Mappa? Because I know the animation for that looks absolutely insane as well. But yeah, I'm excited for this, guys. It's been so good for anime. Just a quick update in terms of anime this year so far, this season, man. They have freaking Spy Families, not season 2, but just more Spy Family. We've got freaking Bleach, the 1,000 Year Blood War, which is absolutely freaking good. Everyone getting murked. Pop, 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 pop. Like, it's so good. I didn't know Bleach was so bloody. We've got Chainsaw Man. It's good. It's good. It's kind of nasty sometimes, and I like it. It's crazy. It's wild. I don't know what to expect. I didn't read the manga. Everyone's like, read the manga, read the manga. Shut up. No, I won't read the manga. Leave me alone. Then there's now this is a Netflix one that I actually just got finished watching called Romantic Killer. And I actually watched it. Okay, don't tell anybody, but I watched it in dub English, and it was so good. It's a rom-com. It's kind of similar to Ouran High School Host Club. You got this girl, she's the anti-heroine, and all these, they're trying to force her into romantic situations. She's like, no, I don't want this life. I just want my chocolate, and I just want my video games, and I want my cat. And I was like, dang, I feel that. Like, I feel like if I was, a girl, that would be me. Like, and it's really well made. It was only like 11 episodes, and I love it. I secretly absolutely love rom-coms. Ouran High School Host Club is like probably my top 5, I would say, in terms of anime, but I love rom-coms. That's me. So if you got any rom-com suggestions, always feel free to let me know what I need to watch, because I will watch them. And yeah, there's other anime too as well, but I'm gonna stop geeking out about the anime. Okay, I know y'all don't really care to hear about all that stuff, but yeah, One Punch Man season 3 Mappa is about to be real hype. Also, what you kind of know, big news, Andre said Hasan has been banned. That's right, HasanAbi, the person who got Streamer of the Year in terms of news and beat out people like Philip DeFranco and all these other guys. HasanAbi has been banned from Twitch, and I don't know why, and I don't know how long. He tweeted here, LMAO, content from this channel has been removed to the request of the copyright holder. So you got a copyright strike. And then he said, LMAO, the free speech defender's own CTO himself issued the takedown just for my channel, by the way. And it says, allegedly infringing content. Mo Roko, Georgia Senate run Yadov, continuing other removed copies of allegedly infringing content. Copyright claimant censored.tv. So censored.tv, he was reacting to something when it has to do with our, Yadov and Kanye, and they copyright striked him, which got him banned. Your account has been suspended for 48 hours and has also been issued a copyright strike. You now have 1 copyright strike on your channel. This was targeted for sure. For sure. They got this bad. They said, you watching this joint? It's my content, and I'm going to copyright strike you now. So my man won't be able to stream for the next 48 hours. It means he might miss out on the Game Awards, or maybe he'll be fine before then. I don't even know if he's going to even watch it. But yeah, HasanAbi is out for 48 hours, so you're just going to be stuck with me. Man, I feel like that's where a lot of people are going. I don't know, this is just kind of just a one-off cusp. I feel like a lot of people or who are growing up are kind of like getting into politics and talking about all this sphere. And I'm like, as I'm getting older, I still don't want to be a part of it. I still don't. I see H3H3, like Ethan Klein, and I just see all these guys suddenly starting to talk about like all of this stuff. And I'm like, man, I'm not about that life. I'm not about that energy. I feel like there's so much division there and so much hatred and like people just being angry and mad, and there are mobs. There's a lot of energy, visceral. And I'm just like, I don't know if I want to be a part of that tug of war back and forth. So, I mean, if you are a part of it, HasanAbi and all those guys, kudos to you, man. But like that energy, it feels wild, man. It feels like a war always happening every single day, man. And no matter which side you pick, you're going to be a target and you're going to be wrong and someone's going to cancel you for it. I don't know how people can survive in those freaking environments. So Spinning Sky said, any news on any merch or any merch drops? Well, actually, yes, I was going to say this on Monday, but it's not ready yet, okay? But for those of you guys who watch my videos, I'm going to put this clip somewhere in the video, all right? Because these things, I don't have a lot of these that I'm going to sell, okay? So this is for all you guys who watch the video in the entirety, who don't skip over any of this stuff. This is going to be for you guys. You guys are going to get the quick 411 before anybody else finds out, all right? Bam, here it is, guys. The official Omni beating. It's simple, right? It's just Omni, okay? If you guys don't know too, my name, it means all things, okay? Everything, everywhere, all at once. So not only do you get to rep me if you want to be an Omni fan, but if you just like the term Omni, which means all, you get to do both. And also, there's a freaking cute little cat mug on there. I still am not able to get the cat mug yet. But I do have the cute cat logo right here for you guys on the bit as well. So this is the hoodie, this is the hat, and this is going to come out and it's only going to be a small amount, okay? And then it's going to go away. It's going to be a limited time thing, so yeah, I guess I'll put it on. And wow, it actually looks pretty dope. This is the first time I actually have merch that actually has my name on it. Like, I have a few of the hoodies still on sale. WearItOmni.com is where I'm going to have this being sold and stuff. So if you guys want the hoodies, only in select sizes are still available. But in terms of this hat, also WearItOmni.com, the campaign is coming soon, okay? So if you're watching this, and you haven't skipped through it, right? You're the only ones that kind of know about this, and you will know when the drop comes out before everyone else comes out, because I'm going to give a teaser on here first before dropping it to the public. And then yeah, once it's gone, it's gone. It's pretty cool though. Like it's feel comfortable. It's good material. You guys would definitely enjoy it. And yeah, if you guys want the beanie hat, you want to keep yourself warm, if you want me to literally allow me to lay it on you, then then just come cop one. Anyway, guys, that's all I have for today's video. If you made it to the end, again, do me a favor, drop the like before you go. Attendance record to let me know that you made it to the end of the video and that I made a good video. Subscribe if you guys haven't already. I'll catch you guys probably tomorrow and tonight and later this week as well. Your boy is up on it. He's grinding. He's making the content. It's cold outside, so I don't got anything else to do, okay? So I'll catch you guys later, and stay safe on the streets, because on the streets stay safe. Hey, brush your teeth, man, and floss. Do not forget to floss. Don't get gingivitis, okay? Because if you do get gingivitis, again, every time you talk, people are going to be like, man, this guy's breath stinks. So you're going to be wondering why people are avoiding you all the time. What's going on? Why don't people talk to me? It's because your breath stinks. And you don't want that. You don't want some girl be like, damn, he's hot. Let me come over here and be like, oh my God. I was really about to get in them jeans. I was about to just, I was about to give this man the meanest and the cleanest, but I smelt his breath, and that's probably what his ball smells like too. You don't want it. Floss. All right? 5 seconds. Get in the floss. Just cool. And you're good. All right? All right. I love y'all. I'll see y'all later. Peace.